Welcome back to the channel. We're back on the S&S Evo Softail turned hardtail chopper, whatever you want to call it.
Is that what you want to call it?
I don't know. You got a shorter name?
Not that I can say.
Okay. Well, I guess the goal today is going to be to actually get this rear section where it is a hardtail, where it won't move. We got an idea on how to modify the struts, shocks, whatever you want to call them. We're going to do that. We're going to get our oil bag mounted. We got several things coming in the mail, like new oil lines, stuff from Prism Supply. You'll be seeing that. And we're just going to try to get to it as much as we can. Also got an idea for a mid peg right here. So I don't know, several things that will go on today. But first of all, we swapped the lift. We got it on this lift. We're going to jack it up and we're going to see if we can't get these shocks off. All right, as y'all know, Softails, they got the shocks up under the frame, and that's how this whole rear section operates. It's actually reverse, where shock on your vehicle or whatever, it compresses. These actually extend, and that's how it absorbs all the shock and stuff from the road. But now what we're going to do, as I mentioned, we're going to take these shocks out. We've already did some measurements and things, and we're actually going to cut the eyelets off of the shocks, the bushing eyelets, whatever you want to call them, and we're going to replace it with a solid bar in there. So it'll do that on both sides, which that's enough. But also here, if y'all can see, there's a flat plate, and then this is also a part of the swing arm section, and this goes up that direction when it's moving. So it's also a good idea to put something here to keep it, I don't know, I guess
just to keep
solid, just another part.
It's another, well, I mean, if these were to break,
Yeah.
and that suspension went up that way, it would hit that before it went all the way up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It would keep it from going. But so far where, you don't want to be riding and that thing just plop down on the fender, especially if you got somebody on the back with you.
Exactly. And you would think, if you saw in the previous video, we mounted our fender, mounted the sissy bar and everything, you're probably wondering, well, everything's mounted, why not just ride it? Well, your king and queen seat, when you have it mounted on the frame, you also have to mount it on the rear section. Well, you can't have it all moving at the same time. So after this, that'll allow me to get my seat mounted, and we'll just kind of go from there. I already got my passenger pegs on here that don't move around or involve anything. Also going to mount the exhaust. We got it mounted at the head here, but I need to make some mounts down here. That way they don't rattle too much, or it's just a good idea to mount them to the frame. But this is so long, I'm going to have to mount it to the swing arm section. So I wanted all that solid and in place before I went and welded anything.
Do you want to, I was just looking at this. Do we want to, before we measure those shocks where they are now,
Yeah.
do we want to push that suspension up
Right. Just try to get it.
to get it where it's just, that's up to you. Whether you
Right,
want
yeah.
to see this or you want to keep it hidden behind this.
I think we maybe try to get it where this is kind of all flush. And when you look at it from the side, it's not sticking out or down too far. So we might have to, by lowering that a little bit,
Yeah, let me get another
then
piece
take
of,
another
let me get
measurement.
another piece of wood to stick under there, and that way we don't have to go so far down.
All right.
These are things, they didn't make them very easy to get to, did they? I remember that on mine. Yeah, I thought I was going to run into the same thing on that side. They got that brake switch right. They got that brake switch right in the way of that.
Oh, yeah. I saw that. That's why I got on this side first and let you do that side.
Appreciate that.
That was also the side that had the Allen head where it's all jacked up.
It's not playing nice either.
All right, so there's one. And I'll let Dad have this side because I knew his experience was going to come in hand. But that is an Allen. And it couldn't be any more harder to get to if you designed it harder to get to.
Yeah, I don't know why. I wonder why they put an Allen head on just one of them.
I don't know. That's just because these aren't. You would think, well, maybe somebody did that to upgrade shocks and they lost one or whatever. But these just looked like standard Softail shocks. If y'all know, I mean, there's no name on them or nothing, but.
Yeah, you thought maybe, like, of course, I don't know nothing about ultra cycles, but they would have probably used a little bit more ultra stuff.
Yeah.
It just hit me. I wonder, since we're making those things, making them solid,
Yeah.
do we need this rubber bushing in there? Because that's gonna.
Oh yeah, that's gonna make it.
It's not
Like move a little
it needs
bit.
to be.
So I wonder, we need to find something with the circumference of this exact sleeve, or to a sleeve or whatever. That way it's truly solid. Because if it,
because I mean, that's going to give it not much, but that'll give it a little bit of movement. I don't know
Yeah.
if we want that or not.
I mean, you don't have that in a hardtail. Then if you do that, if you use bushings like that and it does move, it's gonna make that seat pan. It might tear up the fender, bolting it to the fender and the frame. It's gonna tear up the fender a little bit, I would imagine. Just that little bit of movement. Even if you had that top piece, like that bushing piece, to stop it from going too far.
Well, it'll let that seat move. The fender will rub. It'll probably give it just enough
You know, mess
to
up. Yeah.
rub the paint. I didn't even think about that. So we don't really need to ruin these.
Nah, yeah, we can set these to the side if that's the case, and we can figure out something that utilizes these, because these actually go into the mounts on the frame. On that,
Yeah.
but well, I was gonna say you use a regular bolt, but it would be better if it was something solid riding on here, I guess, instead of threads on a bolt.
If it's, in my head, if it's got just a little bit of movement, if it moves, then it could break. Whereas these, it's got that movement, but it's still got the cushion of the shock to absorb the, like a hit. If you hit real hard and it had just a little bit of slack,
Yeah.
it might be enough to like to snatch and snap those bars. So in my mind, it needs to be tight.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, we can find something, but I think I'm thinking this needs, whatever we find, it's got to be a good tight
fit for those
tight
bolts.
fit where there's no slack in here.
Is that too fast or too slow?
It's probably way too fast. I don't know nothing about this stuff.
Yeah, it's got to be good. It's got to be right.
Perhaps we're supposed to get little chips.
Nah, that's when you're taking material
That's
off
not
just a little bit.
we're not taking material.
Oh, we're taking material. Whoa, what was that? Did it just... Hey, look, they're going to be yelling at you in the comments and not me, so...
Oh, I know this is all wrong. I know it's probably speed wrong. I mean, everything about this is probably wrong, but it's making a hole. That's what we want.
So why exactly are you turning this particular bolt head down?
Well, I think when we were trying to get these flat on the table to weld them, I think these were letting them wobble around. So,
Well, now why are we trying to get them flat on the table for people watching?
I think when we go to, it's going to be good when you go to bolt those things on the bike,
Right.
that they fit flat. You know, if they're true to each other, I wouldn't want them to be kind of cocked
Yeah.
on the when you go to bolt them up. And that's totally against the way we do things. Because I'm trying to get perfect when we usually just do good enough.
Right. So, in conclusion, these little ridges and things on the bolts that we're going to use for our strut jig,
Yeah.
essentially, are throwing it off when we go to put it on the table. So
we'll see. A little more than that. So
we're just going to try to go for it here.
Yeah, because honestly, what I'm probably worried about is not even going to affect it anyway. So,
You say when, and I'll zap them on there.
let's see, oh God. Tack it on one side, just one do pop, and then do it on the other one.
All right.
Okay.
Oh. No.
Oh, I see. It's probably gonna be pretty good, actually. 10 1/4 and kind of cope them.
Okay.
10 1/8 maybe.
And I was looking, I would cut it from there.
You're doing it.
Yeah. This is the piece we found on the ground at the scrapyard. So I'm sure it's been ran over. Right here at a conveniently placed.
Oh yeah. Like you're easy to get to at the machine shop.
Yeah. This is what,
Once I get it locked in,
yeah.
it'll hold it.
Good?
I think so.
Well, I can, there you go.
Yeah, it ain't gonna go nowhere.
Yeah. You got the WD-40 over there? Oh, wait, here it is.
Brand new blade.
Yeah, it sounds brand new. What do you got now?
Now we gotta find something to sit under here that'll get it centered and hold it up, because I don't know if I can do it. Maybe I can.
Piece of notebook paper.
Notebook.
Let it go up in flames. I don't know. We probably got a little.
Yeah, I can hold it. I can hold it. If you tack that one side and then I can adjust this side. It's
You ready to roll on that right now?
yeah. I mean, it just needs to be good enough.
Okay, good enough. Yeah, it is. It's just my bike. It's no big
It
deal.
needs to be good enough.
Let's see. I'm just gonna tack it where I can.
That's good.
Good. You'll see it pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. It looks like to me, he actually needs to come. Yeah, just float it right
Oh
there.
hell, I wasn't even looking up there.
Huh, we won't be able to get it off there. Oh yeah.
Not now.
Oh yeah. No, it's on there forever now. Easy.
No.
Yeah, it's hot.
It shouldn't move anywhere now if you weld it, should it?
No, I mean it shouldn't. I can weld. Yeah, I can do a wrap on it while it's laying flat and
Put
connect them.
I would put fire. We're not gonna be able to do that under that bike.
I know. Well, it's definitely on here now. Okay, just gotta do it all again. All right, what was it that you were saying?
Well, I was just gonna make sure that these.
Oh, I was talking about the viewing audience.
Oh yeah, we just showed the viewing audience what these will do. Y'all saw us take the shocks off, so what this will do
You get under here like that. There we go. That's a.
is that bolt. And we'll get some grade 8 bolts there. And there,
Let's see.
like that.
There it is.
And then one on the other side, hopefully. That was one of the reasons I wanted to get the
jig.
Hopefully we're right with the bolts, because if the other side, if it's off at all, it's not gonna go on the other side. They gotta be exactly the same size, because it's not like a shock where it's one side can give a little.
Yeah, and now that there's no rubber bushings in there either, you know.
It's and I don't know if we did wrong or right by putting those not using rubber bushings.
I don't see how we could have went wrong. I mean, you don't want that. You don't want any movement. So
Now and then we'll put that front stop here,
right, yeah, just to go back
and I think it needs to be wedged in there real tight.
in between that flat plate and that top bar
Right
there.
here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll make a bump stop. Well, cool. All right, we just made a run to Hobo Freight. Got ourselves a tap and die kit. Got these long bolts with a good shoulder on them for the struts here. But we gotta put just a bit more thread on there and maybe even chop them just a tad short. But what we were mainly looking for was the shoulder. And we got possibly the best high quality tap and die set that they had.
God, this might even be bad for our standards.
Is it not even threading on there?
Yeah, it is. It probably needs a little
Little...
Probably need a little cutting oil or something.
Okay. Well, so far so good.
But you don't feel it.
Yeah, I don't feel the you don't feel that high quality.
I'm pretty sure this is gonna get a return on it today for broken replacements.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, we're not even at it yet.
Nah.
Here we go.
Oh.
You might have to speak up because we got our space heater running over there.
I don't know, man.
Did it even attempt?
Yeah, but it really, it's like it stopped it up or something.
Well, this shoulder is so thick. It's
And I don't know.
that's a lot of material to try to take away to make threads.
grade 8. I don't know. We might just have to go half shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that hard after it's already gone through it.
All right, we're moving on to plan B. We got these shorter bolts here, but for some reason this shoulder is thicker. So when you go to put it in, I can do it on camera, it wants to stop. So we're gonna try to turn that shoulder down to a tight fit, because we also bought these grade 5, and these are, I mean, that would work, I guess, but I don't know. I want a little something better than grade 5, but the shoulder length is like perfect. I mean, that's perfect. Might have to cut that a little short, but which for grade 5 bolts, that's still pretty strong. But if we got grade 8, then I think that's the way to go. So tell us how we're going to turn this thing down, and how this particular lathe piece works.
Well, this is, they call these collets.
Might have to speak up a little.
They call these collets, and I had not even heard, didn't have no idea what a collet was until we got the lathe. But it's like, what it does is you put this bar through the lathe, and this screws into it. When it does, it pulls this in, and it tightens up around whatever you're gonna,
Let's see that. Okay.
turn. It tightens it up. So I don't know, this may be, we might have to turn it around and try to get this in the jaw,
Uh-huh.
but we'll see what it does with this anyway. But now this thing, sometimes I don't understand, it's not really, you got to line it up with that.
Oh
There.
yeah, there's a little slide on there.
Yeah, but it doesn't, it's not wanting to fit back in there right. Like when we first got it, they would go on in there good, but not too true, is it?
No. Trying another way, and that looks just as bad. So
Yes, it does.
Man, just by doing that little bit, it already fits better.
Yep. I think a little bit more will be all right.
So what did we end up doing here?
Well, I cut a test piece of the pieces that we put on the end of the strut thing, and I found we got a 1/2 inch reamer, which here.
Yeah.
So I reamed it out just to do a test, and it drops in there perfect. It still fits snug. So I think we're just going to ream out all the ends, put it on there, put a washer on this side, and it'll be fine. I mean, it's you can. I mean, I don't say it's got play; it's got movement, but we don't want a pressed fit anyway. So I think we're good. I think we're good. So we'll ream out every one of all 4 of the ends on the struts, and then we'll just use these grade 8 bolts. I know we'll probably somebody will say something, but the shoulder does not go the full width of the piece, but it's grade 8, and I mean it's like we say the GED effect. Everybody knows what a GED is. It's a good enough diploma, and that's what we do here is GEW, good enough to work. That's what we do. Whoops. All right, now we just do that. Hold it by hand.
Fitting nice now?
Yep.
Oh, that's...
It's dangerous.
Yeah, I would say. I wouldn't do that.
Well, you've not been doing this as long as I have.
Now, you reamed it out on both, like the same side. That way one's not reamed that way and one's not reamed that way. I guess it really don't matter.
Yeah, I mean it's tapered, but the final part of it is 1/2 inch, so it can't go any more than a 1/2 inch. So we're good. And holding it by hand like this ensures that it goes in straight, not at any kind of angle.
Yeah, all that. All that jig work, making sure it's level on the table. Got to get that. Yeah, out the window.
GEW. Good enough to work. All right. Now we can spend the next, 30 minutes trying to find 4 washers when we should have bought them while we were trying.
Let's go through the bolt bin, shall we? Struts now installed. Oh yeah. Look great. Both went in just fine.
Yeah, I was worried one might have been just a slight bit longer and had trouble getting them in, but all 4 bolts popped right in. Now we'll make the bump stop. I think you said that yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah.
You showed that, yeah. The bump stop to go here, which is probably not necessarily needed. It's just, I guess, would be an extra safety, because if these were to break, with that bump stop being there, it wouldn't let the suspension just slam up. But I mean,
And do you want to tell our viewing audience what we found last night on a certain website?
Oh, man. Yeah, I had thought I had come up with some great idea with these struts to make this thing hardtail, and was on the internet last night looking for part. We had to order some brake pads for
Yeah.
the rear. Lowbrow makes these dadgum things. I didn't know it, so I ain't come up with nothing.
But yeah, you showed me a picture and they look just about the same. So
yeah, they took that idea from me.
They fooled me, Jerry. They fooled me. Okay, so I am over here messing with the exhaust, and I need to make some brackets because they're already tied into the head up here, which is fine. And now I think I'm going to use these, and these were like the clamps that went around the exhaust like that. So by using those, I just straightened one of them out, and I got plenty of material to like add to, I guess, or take away from. And the way they're angled with these, they kind of got these slips. I don't know if I'm getting this on camera or not, but they got these slips right here that your original exhaust mounts go to, and these are little tabs that slide up in there. So I kind of want to use that. They're tucked away, and by using this, I can't quite show, but anyway, this is going to give me plenty of material to cut away from, and then it'll go to that clamp on the exhaust, and then I'll be able to weld this to the frame, and you'll be able to unbolt the exhaust away from the bike completely. So, and still have a rear mount for both exhaust pipes. So that's what I am working on right now. So I got my one bracket made, but standing back from the bike, I'm trying to imagine both these lines right here coming off of the pipe, trying to get them as close and parallel as possible. But what's bothering me, I think just the rake of the bike, how far up it is, and then everything behind the bike. So I'm just trying to gauge here. And that, I mean, that looks pretty darn good. Of course, I'm not quite ready to weld, but I wanted to make a few marks and stuff. I'm going to go with that, honestly.
And it's going to look...
the welds might, yeah.
Yeah, but when it's sitting on the ground, it's going to look so much different than it is sitting up here at your eye.
Yeah, we're looking... the height of the bike, I mean, you're sitting on the ground looking at it here. So, but yeah, I mean, that line's pretty well close. It's just was... the back of the bike here was throwing me, so... I'm gonna go with that. Got my first bracket made.
Oh, while you were doing this, I was trying to figure out some kind of bump stop here. I was over there on the lathe, and a piece of it was a
like something for a shock or coil spring.
Some kind of coil spring bump stop. So I've been turning that, trying to figure. Got it close. Then I got it over here, and it's just not gonna be right. So I walked over there to bolt bin, and this turbo 350 400 transmission mount was over there. These two holes right here line up perfect with those two holes. So all we've got to do is just put about an 1/8 inch spacer in there to space this mount where it hits that bar, and then that'll be the bump stop in case anything happens, and it hits the bar perfect.
Oh man, that's
so
too cool.
We just got to space it out an 1/8 of an inch. So we don't even have to make anything. That'll be perfect. It'll be tucked up under there behind the oil bag. You'll never see it.
Cool. Well, I'll make a couple marks, and I think it's about lunchtime.
It's definitely lunchtime.
Lots of preparation and just eyeballing it. On video, it looks one way. In person, it looks another. But in person, that looks pretty good. It's not like it's going to be a show bike anyway. Just want it as good as I can get it. That looks like it's touching the frame perfectly. This is up against the frame perfectly. So, about to put some heat to it. I don't think it's going to win me any awards. Got a little, I didn't take enough paint. I think it's actually powder coating. I don't think I took quite enough off. But anyway, it's not going to win me any awards, but it's not going to fall off while it's going down on a road trip or anything. And I think for this particular bike, that's more important than the show. So I'm going to take them off, spritz a little paint on there. That way the frame won't rust. And I think I'm going to move on to the seat. The way I'm going to do that, it actually fits in this sissy bar pretty tight. It's in between here. Once you wedge it, it's actually not going to go nowhere. And by doing that back there, coming up with a tab that kind of pushes it back and then you bolt it down, it's not going to go anywhere. Plus, I really don't want to start drilling and digging into my fender too much. I'm not going to be swapping this seat out like I thought I was going to be. So I don't know. I may go with a solo seat down the road or something, but I really don't see myself swapping it out like I thought I was going to. So just a tab up here is going to work, and bolting it down tight, and it's not going to go nowhere. So once I get this painted up, cleaned up, we're going to do that. All right. Got my premium flat black from Walmart. Yeah, freaking. I guess I should have masked off a little bit. This is gonna look sweet. Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah, no overspray on absolutely anything else. Good thing the frame is gloss black and I chose flat black. Nice. Should have done the exhaust that way. Oh yeah. That wouldn't have been in the way at all. Is the paint wet? Yes. Does it matter? No. Does it go right back into where it came from? Yes, it does. It's good. The mounts are actually slotted, and of course, these on the back are slotted too, because I didn't know if heat or anything was going to change when I welded, or, you know, I mean, I'm not the most accurate kind of guy, so I made it to where it was kind of dummy proof, where if you kind of got it in the general area, you're probably going to be able to bolt it in, because there's nothing better than fabricating on something for hours and then going to bolt it all back up and nothing line up. So the key to that is making your holes bigger than what you actually need. Oh yeah, that works perfectly. Dad will probably find a problem with it. He'll probably be like, well, why didn't you go this way? You know, you could have done that. You could have done this. If I would have done it, I'd have done it like this. If you were smart enough, you would have done it like this. Well, if it was your bike, you would have done it. Come on, get in there. Perfect. Oh, yeah. Nothing a little violence can't fix. I lost the lock washer. Dang it. Where did that go? Did it hit the ground? Where's the lock washer going? Hello? 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 Lock washer? Oh, there it is. Hopefully there's enough clearance. There is. Thank God. I mean, I'm no genius, but I see it working. And I made it. So that's pretty cool. Oh, cool. Perfect. Okay. I can still move it around a little bit too if I need to get it positioned right. But I mean, right about there is good. That is good. If these were bungee straps holding something down on a trailer, they'd be tight like a freaking guitar string. That thing ain't going nowhere. Look at that. You could put like a freaking chain around these pipes and pick the whole freaking bike up. That is not going anywhere. Now I guess I got to get the seat. Well, I don't want to mount the seat first before mounting my Turbo 400 transmission mount that's now going to act as the bump stock. But I think he said I got to come up with something that'll stand it off of that plate and get it closer. So I'm going to look for some spacers and literally bolts and spacers. I think 3/8 bolts, and that will work. Well, that kind of looks like a small hole. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so what I got to mount the spacer here, or what I got to do the Turbo 400 dampener, whatever you want to call it, is I got to space it off that thing, like I said. So we don't have any spacers that are the same, and I really don't feel like cutting out anything. But a 7/16, what was that? The 7/16 bolt or nut will go right over a 3/8 bolt. And that looks like a spacer to me. So I've got all my equipment here. I'm about to give it a go. Now, will Dad like this? No. He's not going to like this. Will it work? Yes. Why will he not like this? Who knows? Those reasons are beyond my comprehension. In fact, I think I'm going to take the seat off. That'll make it a little easier. That did not make it that much easier. You will not be able to see this once it's under the seat. So only you and I know how much of a hack job this is. It's not quite touching where it needs to touch. So I'm going to add a 3/8 washer in there as well. Now, are those more contributing factors or less contributing factors to what Dad will or will not like? Again, I cannot say at this point, but all I know is he's going to be furious when he sees the way I did it. And I'm sure there's a few dads on here watching that are probably screaming the same thing he's going to scream when he walks back in the shop. Why would you do it that way? That's not good. Go back and do it again. Get an actual spacer. Are you crazy? I raised you better. Why? All right. I now have a plethora of washers to choose from that'll act like shims, essentially. I mean, really, my genius knows no bounds. I like that. I like that washer. And I like this washer. These two washers look the same thickness. Okay. Now, if I can hold all this together, this will be a miracle. Oh, that's awesome. That's great. That is really something. I don't think that Ultra Cycles had this in mind of their owners doing this to their frames. Oh yeah, that's just gonna wedge itself right in there. Again, will Dad like it? No. Will he be forced to like it? Also no, because he's probably gonna make me take this all back apart and do it right. What right is, I have no idea. Because essentially he's gonna be doing the same exact thing I'm doing now. It'll just look different because he did. That combination squeezing into place. Oh my gosh, that's tight. Which I guess you want that. But... oh yeah, it's going. It's going. Now all I gotta do is wedge it in there. Come on, get your freaking wedging. Wedging not going good. Oh, that's not going good at all. Shoot. It is so freaking close. Okay. Well, all right. Time to back up and punt again. Gosh. Okay, so through the power of this big, what we call lady's finger, I'm able to pry it up under the transmission mount, shove it up into place, and run my bolt through, which worked perfectly. There we go. All that creaking and popping is the sound of success, actually. Now, within mere moments, Dad's going to walk through that door. And he's going to completely judge what I got going on. But what I've essentially done is permanently mount this in place because it is wedged in there tight. And there's nothing that can be undone from this point. So, he's going to have to live with my decisions, as am I. But the one good thing I've done is used all grade 8. So not only is it locked in there, it's locked in there with the toughest stuff you can get. Is grade, I think grade 8, isn't grade 8 the toughest? I don't know. I'm not saying it's going to, but if those struts at the bottom fail, they now have a backup. Because that's touching pretty good. I mean, that's tight against that bar. Oh man, you could not get any more perfect. Unless you're Dad. And you come in and redesign the entire thing and get it absolutely perfect. Oh yeah, you hear that? Look. That's wedging up even tighter now. But here we go. Oh, well, it's done. Well, I got it done.
Got what there?
Got the exhaust mounted. And I got our signature Turbo 400 transmission mount / bump stop installed.
That's screwed up.
I mean, it's grade. They're grade 5. That's the only thing. It's grade 5. I know, but I mean that the nuts work.
But oh god, why did I even leave? See, that's what happened.
Yeah.
Leave for 5 minutes and screw it all up.
Yeah, I know. Everything was going so swimmingly.
No, that worked out pretty dang good.
I know. Yeah, and as I was tightening it, it was almost, when I was looking at it, it was actually just a little bit of it touching. And I'm serious, as I tightened it, that thing rotated up and wedged itself even tighter. So, I mean, that thing is...
I mean,
it's wedged against that bar.
Yeah, that angle could be better, but it's not going anywhere. I mean, no fabrication.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I literally, all I had to do, I think these were like 5/16 slots more than holes in the actual frame.
Right.
And I just went in with a what's it called? The multi-step bit. What is that?
Oh yeah, step bit.
Step bit. And just, because it was the only short thing I could get the drill in here. And I just drilled them open to fit 3/8, which is plenty of material around it. So that's bolted in. I got the exhaust welded, or the exhaust brackets and stuff for that welded. So I think
that with those struts and that, I don't think there'd be any. I don't think it's any different than being a hardtail. I mean, it's
Yeah. You know, I like the idea and all, but did you have to use my socket set to do it?
I wasn't gonna use mine.
What we got?
Well, we're trying to get your seat, honey.
Right. Correct.
And if y'all follow Prism Supply, our buddies down in Concord, you will see on the that Softail that they turned into a hardtail, they stole this idea from us and used it before we could use it. No, they took a socket. Mitch took a socket and
Made a receiver.
And then put the male end on the seat for a lock in, and Seth just hit it. And man, that's crazy. He just texted me.
Jake Hines.
And it was just a cool idea. So Seth said, why don't we do that? Because we were trying to figure out a way to mount the seat. So I think what we're going to do, rather than putting a hole in his fender and, you know, messing up the fender, I think the back of the seat will wedge in here pretty good in behind the sissy bar. So I think we can wedge it in and then lock it in this socket mechanism up here. And then it'll be a quick release to get to the fuses, because we're going to put the fuses under the seat in there where the battery goes in the oil bag. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to make it kind of simple. Just cut a hole in this and then weld this probably to the backbone and around here where we cut the hole, and then we'll mount the male end on the seat to where when it's wedged in back here, you just pop it in here and then hold on for dear life. Yeah, he just grabbed his. I knocked the camera off. Now, but now before we do that, do we just want to show? We just want to show that it works. Come on. We're gonna do this. I'm not gonna flip this over and show y'all how bad it looks. I'm just gonna show you that it pops in.
Okay.
It's in.
There's a plate under there. I'm not going to say how straight that plate's under there, but it's
Well,
under there.
The seat is straight, but if you look at the stitching, the seat, it's not really, it's kind of out of whack. But
Man, this seat is old.
Yeah.
It's had some miles put on it in the first place. So the seat
But
pan
with
is
that being
warped.
said, that plate I made under there is a little out of whack too. It works. It works.
It is wedged in the CC bar. It doesn't look like much, but
That's
it
fine.
is wedged in there, and you can't. I mean, you cannot move it. And once it's in there,
I think it'll be fine. And this may not even be the permanent setup on it.
right?
Because this seat is really not, I don't think it's really made for a big twin because it's not really wide enough. It doesn't
No, you can
follow
tell,
the-
like, which is fine. I mean, that rail sticks out. That rail sticks out. But also, too, you know, this seat is further back on this Softail frame where usually they.
Yeah, usually it would be more up here.
Yeah. So I mean, the rails are kind of out of the question when it comes to trying to make the seat fit in the first place.
But I mean, that's a pretty good quick. I mean, it's on there. You got to take it off.
Bam.
Boom, you're right there. It's your stuff.
Well, I haven't welded that yet, so it's just tacked. That's welded.
Yeah,
But
this
now-
is
You're not even gonna.
that's the way that is.
Yeah, one more time. Just show
Yeah.
it, just real quick. Oh yeah. Oh man, when you do that, it looks awesome.
It is awesome.
It looks great.
So then when you pop it in, then you just wedge it back up here and you.
Nice tight
on.
fit.
Just, yeah.
It goes right. It just goes right in.
Like it's supposed to. It's
Oh yeah.
perfect fit. No, but all jokes aside, it's
pretty.
It's
It's
good.
not
It's
bad.
on there good and tight. Didn't have to drill anything in the fender and put a hole in it, and it's not gonna come off going down the road for sure.
So I'm gonna finish the welds here. Get that welded, and then it's actually sticking on the backbone. It's kind of hard to see, but do some welds down both sides on the backbone, and that thing ain't going nowhere. Let's do that. All right, so my transmission mount, bump stop thing, and nut spacers, it all works right. But what it doesn't work with is our oil bag mount for the rear. These tabs go through there, and that plate bolts up actually where the transmission mount bolted to. So that's what those bolts are for. But the good thing is that will now act as the spacer to push it more towards this bar. And so it kind of
It actually
two birds, one stone kind of thing.
Work out a little better probably. So
Yeah. And the only reason we found that part was we got this thing in here and we're like, well, how in the world does the rear tabs go? And we looked on the part shelf and then we found that.
yeah, this is just I guess this is just a Ultra Cycles special part, custom
Specialized part that we're about to drill out to fit the 3/8 bolts. So.
That's right.
So these were 5/16 nuts that are welded on here. And now what I have to do is surface those down just, I mean, ever so slightly. That way everything can wedge in there and it not be too tight. But after I do that, it'll be perfect. You can kind of see the nuts have a little bit of a bevel to them. So once I take that bevel out and flatten them out, we're gonna be good. Okay.
Yeah, this is what we're dealing with.
Are you ready for riding season, or are you ready for riding
Man,
season?
I'm so ready for riding season.
Yeah.
We got yesterday and last night got
Whoa.
12 inches of snow,
Yeah.
which fell on top of the 4 inches of sleet we got last week. So we have not, we've been able to get in and out, but we haven't been able to get any parts or deliver anything. So
Yeah.
we've got some kits here that UPS can't get to us to pick up, and we've got parts ordered that we can't get delivered to us to build kits.
Right.
So we're in a pickle, and it's not. And the thing about it is, it's kind of unusual for us now. It's not going anywhere because the temperature has not gotten above freezing.
Whoa.
Over a week, and it's been getting down in the single digits at night. So
Yeah.
this is gonna be with us for a while.
I mean, it's pretty. Whoa, pretty thick. Oh. Almost to the door. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is unusual for us, for sure. I mean, we're not even going to be down here long enough to really do anything. We come down here, I guess, to film the ending real quick because, like he said, I mean, we're waiting on stuff. There's not really much we could do.
And it's sunny.
Yeah, that's also, yeah. We were down here yesterday and a little bit today, but anyway, let's see. That's the struts done for the bottom. That is the seat mounted. Got my oil bag in, and like we said, we're waiting on some things. Oil lines and a few, let's see. We got oil lines.
The
What else?
tube for the front tire.
Yeah.
I guess you showed it. We busted two trying to do that, so I don't even know if we'll tackle it. We'll probably take it to our buddies down at Three Stooges, get that done. We've got the brake pads for the rear.
Brake pads for the rear, they're coming.
Headlights.
Yeah, and one thing we didn't show, which I just noticed now, the axle for the rear, it was, you adjusted where the hole actually for the cotter pin goes through, so you fixed that. And so now I've got a locking nut essentially on there, so that was a thing that we were trying to figure out, and you were just like, well, I'll just drill a hole in it, and it worked.
But we don't really know. I don't think we could ever find I think we may have misplaced the original axle, because I don't understand why the hole didn't line up. And we tried the other axles and nothing worked, so we must have taken it back to Rob or misplaced it or something. Anyway, got that figured out.
That's figured out, and so, well, as y'all see, this is some different bars that's been on here, and that's another thing we were going back and forth on a lot. With the seat pan so far back now, even with T-bars and taller risers trying to shoot them back towards me, I was still leaning forward pretty hard, and that kind of messes with my shoulder blades and stuff. And I was thinking, I've had several Sportsters that kind of had me lean forward like that. It's not comfortable after a while. So we did a foolproof combination that we've done before. We got small block Chevy wrist pin risers here. We just took the wrist pins out of some pistons, and I've ridden with those probably last,
every bike you've had
2 years now. So I got those, and he actually took the pullbacks risers off of his bike because he changed those. And we were down here looking, and I was like, well, let's try that combination. So we did that. We found these just short little kick-up bars, and man, it fits perfectly. I'm looking forward to riding. It's probably gonna be one of the most actually comfortable bikes that I've had. So.
I mean, it doesn't have the exact same look as the T-bars, admittedly, but it does not look bad at all.
It didn't look bad.
And we got probably one of the next things we'll kind of start tackling is the wiring. I'll probably get started on getting the wiring done, and
which we'll probably go down to Prism to check them out, to go get that stuff, because y'all guys go and follow Prism Supply. When did they move into their new shop? Probably it hadn't been a year yet, but almost coming up to it.
Yes, it's been probably at least a year, maybe a little more than a year.
Maybe, but check them out. They moved from Charlotte to Concord, and their new shop is incredible. So we might go down there and show off a little bit of it. Y'all check out their new shop tour video. Since then, they've actually added a lot to it and done some cool improvements and had some projects in. So y'all check them out. But I mean, as far as this video, that's about it. We're kind of landlocked on parts. You know, we've done everything we can do here in the shop. Now it just comes down to the stuff we can't fabricate and do ourselves now.
And we're probably I don't really know what this week's gonna bring. We're gonna come down in the shop and do as much as we can here in the shop. I mean, we got plenty to do, but we're not gonna be able to get out and go and pick up stuff and deliver stuff. So
yeah.
But yeah, like Seth said, this is probably this is a pretty good lengthy video.
Yeah.
I don't need y'all to get bored on too long of a video, so we'll jump back on it after this one and decide. And like Seth said, man, we are ready for riding season. I'm so ready to get. I don't know what it is about this year, but I was telling Seth we just went to the grocery store a little while ago, but I'm itching more this year to start riding than I have for a while, and I don't know why.
Yeah, me too.
Itching.
So I think that's the end of this video. If y'all liked it, let us know. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks to OK Recycling. They've been backing us since day one. Of course, thanks to Prison Supply. We're always adding parts to their parts to our builds and stuff like that. And
yeah, y'all check out Prism's. They got a YouTube channel too. Check their YouTube channel out. Their parts, parts that they sell are top notch. You cannot. I mean, the quality is just second to none. So be sure to check those guys out. And like we had said before, we're going to get better on our YouTube and try to get content better and grow the channel. So we now are really probably going to start pushing y'all more to like, share, and subscribe and comment. And because that helps out as I don't understand all that algorithm crap, but they say that helps out a whole lot on the algorithm to get the video out there. And so y'all be sure to like, share, and subscribe and comment, good or bad. We'll either like them or not.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, we're throwing it out there. So thank y'all for sticking around, and we'll see y'all in the next one.
Was that?
Oh, good job. Yeah, good job. Yeah, it was great.